In the middle of our wedding, my husband suddenly slapped me in front of everyone after his sister whispered something to him. My wedding day should have been a dream, but it turned into a nightmare when my husband of 47 minutes, the man whose child I secretly carried, struck me across the face. In that deafening silence, with my cheek burning and his sister's smug smile burning even brighter, I knew one thing. I wasn't going to cry. I was going to ruin him. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me take you back. Let me show you how we got to that moment of beautiful, terrible ruin. You see, I met Julian Clark on literally the worst day of my life. My mother had just died, pancreatic cancer, swift and merciless. I was 26, standing in the funeral home parking lot, trying to remember how to breathe. The air tasted like exhaust and cut grass, my black dress was too tight, and I just couldn't go back inside. I couldn't listen to one more person tell me she was in a better place, or that time heals all wounds. Time doesn't heal anything. It just teaches you how to walk around with the wound, how to pretend you're not bleeding. I was leaning against my car, pressing my palms against the hot metal hood, when I heard footsteps. You look like you need this more than I do, a voice said. I looked up. A tall, lean man with dark hair, unusual gray-green eyes like sea glass, was holding out a silver flask. I don't drink with strangers, I managed. Good policy, he said, taking a sip himself. I'm Julian. Now we're not strangers. I took it. The whiskey burned going down, but it was a different kind of burn than grief. A cleaner pain. We stood there for a long time, passing the flask back and forth, not talking, just existing in our separate griefs. That's how it started. That's how he slipped into my life. Into the raw open space my mother's death had left behind. Julian was a real estate developer, successful, ambitious, with that particular brand of confidence that comes from never having been truly broken. His family had money, old money, the kind that whispers rather than shouts. He told me his mother died young, which made him understand loss. But understanding loss and living inside it are two very different things. He courted me like something out of a movie. Flowers delivered to my office. I was just a junior accountant at a mid-size firm, nothing glamorous. Dinners at places I couldn't afford. Weekend trips to cozy bed and breakfasts in Vermont, where we'd make love as rain pattered on the windows and he'd trace the curve of my spine. You're different, he'd whisper, his breath warm against my neck. Everyone else just wants something from me. You just want me. God, I believed him. I believed every word. 6 months in, he introduced me to his sister, Veronica. She was 3 years younger, with the same sharp cheekbones and calculating eyes. But where Julian's gaze held warmth, hers was pure ice. We met for brunch, and Veronica arrived 20 minutes late, wearing a white dress that probably cost more than my monthly rent. She kissed Julian, then extended a limp hand to me. So you're the accountant? She said, not nice to meet you. Just a statement of my profession, delivered with the faintest curl of her lip. That's right, I said, trying to keep my voice steady. How quaint, she murmured, picking up her menu. Julian always did have a thing for strays. Veronica, Julian warned, but she just shrugged. What? I'm just saying, she's not exactly what we expected. That should have been my first clue. But I was so desperate to be loved, so eager to fill the void my mother had left, that I ignored every single warning sign. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.